Hello, my lovely people. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Tarot. I welcome you all with open arms and an open heart. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading on how do men and women view you. So if you've ever been interested on how people outside of yourself view you, this is going to be your reading. I basically pulled and placed 3 different piles in front of you. Please pick the pile that you're being drawn to the most. Each pile has a different crystal. This is going to be pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And I will always leave the timestamps for each pile in the comment section. So if you're needing to get to your reading, just go in the comment section and click your pile. If you're interested in booking a reading or perhaps purchasing any of my merchandise or products, you can always do so through the link that I'm going to leave in my description. So I'm going to let you guys just take some time and meditate on the pile that you want to choose. Now, assuming you did so, I'm going to go ahead and start on pile 1. So if you chose this crystal, this is your reading. Right off the bat, I can already tell that people see you as somebody that is very opinionated. Very, very opinionated. You may resonate with planet Sirius or the Sirius star system. I also feel like you're a huge light in others' lives. You have this very mothering energy about you. You care and you truly nurture others. I also feel like you're very invested into your business. You could be very motivated to be an entrepreneur. And I also see that people see you as a very empathetic, loving, nurturing, caring person. You're the type of person that will stand up for others, or you want to bring social awareness to the collective. I see that you're very business oriented, so people may see you as the type of person that likes to post stuff in order to receive some type of personal gain. But I just see that you're this business-oriented person that loves to help assist others with their journey. You could be always, or you could feel like you're always placed in the role of being the rescuer in people's lives. I feel like you provide a lot of strength and support to others, especially when they're going through crises and issues in their life. And I feel like you're the type of person that never wants to receive any award from your good doings. You're the type of person that loves to do for others because you're just a loving, caring, nurturing person. For others of you, the shadow aspect of this card would be somebody that always rescues other people in order to feel rescued themselves. And by doing that, you keep people codependent on your energy by continuing to always go out of your way for others and expecting them to always go out of their way for you. So that would be the shadow aspect of this card. I feel like people see you as somebody that can judge a book by its character pretty well. I feel like you're the type of person that is very balanced and very just in situations. So people might seek you for counsel. They might come to you for advice. I also feel like if you were recently married, or if you're married, in some aspects, people might see you as somebody that might be a bride in a cage, like you may be very chained to your relationship or your family. But I don't feel like you feel this way. I feel like you feel like you're this mother energy, like you love to nurture and give to others, and especially your family. But others may see you as someone that has a lot of instability in your relationships. I also see that people might see you as literal royalty. Like you bring this very regal energy with you wherever you go. And you have a really healing energy surrounding you. When people come around you, it's like you project so much positivity and energy that it helps bring everyone else's mood up. You help raise the vibration of the room when you go into certain areas, especially areas where there's a lot of emotional people. I feel like people see you as this spiritual protector, the spiritual guider. You could connect to the water elements, or perhaps you're a water sign, but you just have a very strong sense of empathy when it comes to helping others, but also giving information that's going to support and enable people to make good decisions in their life. That's the type of person that you are. You're a very loving, nurturing person, but I feel like you're also very opinionated and very truthful, straightforward, blunt. You keep it real. People may see you as the mother figure of the group. So that is pile 1. If you chose pile 2, this is your reading. All right, right off the bat, I feel like you're a spiritual guide, pile 2. People may see you as a very spiritually oriented person, or perhaps very religious, and you have a gift. You have the gift of prophecy. I feel like you're able to literally see people's past lives and their future. You have the gift to be able to foretell the future for some of you. Some of you could be monks, you could be a nun, you could be a priest, you could be a pastor. But I feel like you guide people. You may have came from a very wounded family. You came from a bunch of warriors, so I'm seeing that some of you have ties to the military. Others of you have ties to the Black Panthers, to the Civil Rights Movement, like your parents could have been in the Civil Rights Movement. And this made you very rebellious. You're a very rebellious soul. Or perhaps you were a part of these movements and you fought for a cause. You fought injustice. You protected yourself and others from negative spirits, negative causes, injustice. You could have recently gave birth to a child, or perhaps you're going through an inner child rebirth where you're learning how to accept your past for what it is. I feel like you've learned from a lot of dysfunctional relationships that were around you, especially ones that have to do with your family, your immediate family, like your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. I feel like you've dealt with a lot of trauma in your past stemming around your family, and this has made you a very rebellious person, and you like to look outside of the perspective. Like where everyone else is so cookie cutter and they do the same thing, you do the opposite, and this is how people see you. They see you as a very rebellious soul. You're also really creative. You're very creative. You have this spark within you. It's easy for you to manifest money or business connections or job promotions. I see that you like to spend most of your time in solitude because you like to recharge and retreat from the world. And then you have this voice of authority. Like when people listen to you, they feel themselves changing within. Like people love to listen to you. You have a very strong throat chakra. You could be Aries or Capricorn. This is giving me Aries, Capricorn energy. I feel like you've been through a lot when it comes to your childhood. You could have been abused. You could have been neglected by your parents. You could have been beaten. And I feel like you're a mentor to people that, like kids that have been through that. You could be a teacher. You could be a guidance counselor. Like I said, you could be a pastor, priest, a nun. You don't like to go with the flow of things and how the world goes because you don't believe in the ordinary. You like to challenge authority in order to affect situations and cause social change. Yeah, you like to reject spiritual systems that don't serve your inner needs. I feel like you're a very spiritual person. And if you're not spiritual, you're religious. I feel like you believe in Jesus because I got the birth of a child here. So you're very into Jesus. You're very into devoting yourself to dedicating your life to God and his purpose for you. And through you standing in your divinity, you help guide others. Very beautiful energy. Like I said, you got the gift of prophecy. You're very spiritually protected by ascended masters and gods and goddesses. Whatever you believe in, whatever you give energy to, I feel like you're highly protected. I feel like you have a lot of spiritual authority on this realm and so many other realms and realities. And I feel like you're the type of person that people go to for knowledge. You're very rebellious and you stand for what's right. You don't like injustice at all. I get that strongly from your energy and how people see you. They see you as this very like hippie type of person. You like to chill, lay back, relax, but you're also very in tune with yourself and with others. You can literally feel people's emotions and you can foretell people's moves sometimes. It's like a chess game to you. It's like, I already know what you're going to do, so don't do it. That's your energy. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile 3. If you pick this crystal, this is your reading, pile 3. All right, how do people see you? Some of you are actual tarot readers like me. Some of you are high priestesses. Some of you came from a background that was very challenging, and I feel like you're learning how to transcend negative issues. I feel like you're learning how to cope with trauma that you've been through in the past. I feel like you literally know how to take trauma and transmute it into your power. You're very, very powerful, and you love to serve others. Some of you are actual high priestesses. Some of you are witches. And if you were a witch, you'd be a white witch. I also see that some of you have familiars like cats and dogs, but I feel like someone has a black cat, or someone is very connected to ancient Egypt. Someone literally has the gift of foresight. You can literally see into the future. Or perhaps you're really into tarot readings. Someone's able to see beyond their current situation. And they're really good at channeling energy because you got the storyteller card. And the storyteller, to me, is a fortune teller. She's able to look at images and look at situations and channel the energy to give messages. So you may be into the occult practices. You may be very, very mystical. I get like Pisces energy. You may have Pisces in your chart. You may have Aries, Scorpio. This person is very mysterious. You are very, very gifted. It's like you have the Midas touch. You literally got the Midas touch. Anything that you put your hands on turns to gold. But I feel like in the past you may have experienced a lot of dysfunction in your family life. You may have dealt with, siblings being very envious and jealous of your gifts, because I feel like you went through a very fast awakening. I feel like you awoke when you were really, really young. You could have awoke around the ages of 10, 5, 11, or 7, where your other family members, it took them a while to actually understand their purpose. I feel like you understood it a lot earlier than they did, and it caused a lot of envy and a lot of jealousy in your home life. But I feel like you were put here to serve and to mentor and help others. Just be mindful of manipulating others, because I feel like people could see you as somebody that is very manipulative or controlling. I also feel like in the past you may have lacked the resources that you now have. So now you go out of your way to help others, or perhaps give yourself, your family, the life that you wanted back in the past when you didn't have it. A lot of you are entrepreneurs. You're trying to build a business, or perhaps you're CEOs in a huge business that is constantly growing. But just be mindful of hoarding money to the extent of jeopardizing your spiritual well-being. Money doesn't always equate to happiness, collective, or pile 3. I'm also seeing that some of you may deal with getting the evil eye from certain individuals in your life. And Spirit is guiding you to do some type of spiritual protection on yourself, or perhaps your spirit guides are helping you ascend and giving you the knowledge you need to be able to harness in on this magical energy that you have, so that you can spread your wings and fly above all this hate and this negativity. Because I feel like you're going through a lot of massive change in your life. You're having a lot of endings, a lot of tired moments with people that you realize probably weren't that good for you. And you're releasing these people and moving towards, happier, more positive times in your life. A lot of you could be authors, I'm hearing, or you've always wanted to write your own book. I'm also seeing somebody that works in the restaurant business. I'm seeing actual psychics here as well. So like I said, you could be a tarot reader. But I feel like people just see you as somebody that is very observant, and it's easy for you to manifest because you have the gifts and you believe in yourself. But I feel like you've dealt with a lot of negativity, so that kind of makes you guarded, and people see you as somebody that may not always be too open, but you give enough to where you can help assist others. So that is going to be the end of this reading. I hope you've all received the messages you've needed or need. And I'm sending you light and love. I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye now.